All right, good evening and welcome to another exciting edition of the Ultimate Men's Guide, the Blacktable, the show specifically designed for men, by men, and about men. And our purpose is pretty clear and straightforward. That's to dive deep into the unapologetic and desert the most controversial of controversials, shine in the light of enlightenment while sipping on our favorite nectar of the gods. This edition has been carefully curated just for you. Welcome once again. My name is Olamide and I will be your host this evening. But before we go any further, I must warn you, we are highly addictive. And tonight we will be talking about the Lagos floods. Who is responsible, the government, the people, or it's just nature? And of course, I wouldn't be doing this all by myself. I'm going to be introducing to you the most informed gentlemen who make this tribe a very interesting one. Without them, the black table isn't a table at all, and it's just black. So I'm going to be introducing straight to my left a man that I've come to respect and love, a man that is well global, well traveled, a man that when it comes to business and fashion, you cannot find another type. I'm talking about the rich uncle. The rich uncle, only one. Okay, sorry.
Just to be sure.
Rich uncle.
The rich uncle
Abuja boys are nasty.
Lagos.
Rich uncle of Lagos. Lagos not you are okay.
Rich uncle, what have you been up to? We haven't had you on the table for a while.
Walking.
Rich uncle has been busy.
I've been walking, boy. Yeah.
Fantastic.
We need money.
And
always.
Of course,
we need money.
New to the gang.
I won't say anything.
The heartbreaker.
What is all of
The
this?
heartbreaker. And the
What is all of this?
calm down now. Let me introduce you very well.
Okay, cool.
Are you ready now? Can I go ahead?
Please go
All
ahead.
right.
Please go ahead. Please go.
The heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
That sounds great.
Exactly.
Man.
I had no idea.
Okay.
Steven Spielberg.
Wait,
Peace. The man that his name is so sweet, they don't have a choice. They just have to hire him, taking all the gigs. Mr. Babajide Borero.
Good evening, world. Good evening, Nigeria. Good evening. It's good to see Rich Uncle again. I like the fact that he's now specific about the geographical location
Rich Uncle of
Lagos.
Those Abuja boys
So
are nasty. Let's not get it twisted. Rich uncle of Lagos. Lagos is okay.
Well, Dekman, whenever you're watching this from, my God will judge you. Where's my camera? I think this is it. God will judge you,
I can
Dekman.
tell you where he's watching it from.
Oh, where?
He's in the north.
Gang, what's going on? We miss you, by the way. But yeah,
Gang is in the north.
both of them. Yes.
No,
so
but what's
they
happening in the north? What's happening in the north?
Me too, I'm going to the north.
What's happening there?
Okay.
And we're looking for money.
Yeah, but it's good to be back on the show. And yeah, for Dekme, wherever you are, my God will judge you. I have no idea what you meant by heartbreaker, but it's always nice to come. This is like my favorite part of the week these days, yeah? Friday,
great.
Blacktable. I tell you guys what, I was in a bank on, I think it was Tuesday. I'll not mention the bank. No, not free publicity. I want one fine girl. Just touch me at the back. And I just said,
Touch you at the back.
no,
be specific.
no, exactly.
Touch me at the back.
I've learned the hard way on this show.
Be specific.
That if you're not specific or clear,
You're laying
you're gonna
yourself
be in
up.
trouble.
You're laying yourself up.
So yeah, so that's why she touched me at the back.
Okay.
And then she just tapped me. She was like, "You look familiar." So I was waiting for her to say it. Are you? I said, "Yes, I am." Whatever it is you say, yes, I am. But the good thing is that she had good things to say. No. Me, the Agba number. Olorun renu me. Yeah, but it's good to be back on the show. Sorry, Instagram.
You took her Instagram.
No, she knows me from Instagram. So she just went to, she just
So you
followed.
just follow that back.
Can we continue the show?
No, but did you follow her back?
Yes, I followed her back. He just been a nice
It goes
gentleman.
down in the DM.
I have no idea what goes down in the DM.
It goes down in the DM.
I have no idea what goes down in the
I
DM.
discovered something a long time ago, and it works for me. I don't know about any other person, but I can just advise you. If anything happens, you are the victim. Yes, you're Adam. You're the
Speaking
victim.
from experience.
Yes, I was going to say, only God knows how many experiences Olamide has had.
Quite a lot.
Yeah.
I can almost assure you
I will
that.
not even deny I've had quite a lot of experiences. Recently, I was also at the bank. I'm not going to mention the name of the bank.
Yes, please. No
and the
free
woman was
publicity.
toasting me for a daughter. It was very interesting. And it was intense. She said very nice things about me. And I was like, me no. Me? You talking about me? And you
Say
know,
me?
And
No,
at
but
the
that's
end of
good.
it all,
No, but that's good though.
at the end of it all,
No, but
I
that
was
means you're doing something
really
right.
smiling.
That
Yeah,
means you're
I was
doing something
smiling.
right.
And it made me
Did you-
feel good.
did you
So
say yes?
the point is this: women, try and tell men, give them some compliments,
Yeah.
let them feel good about themselves.
Speaking of feeling good, Richard, why are you playing with your beards?
I know.
Because when Olamide went that way,
on the black table, always guide. On the black table, you have to always be guided.
You're guided.
Always guided. Drop guard last on knockout.
All right, talking about being guided, we're opening the phone lines, and you can be a part of it. All you need to do is call the numbers. It's going to be coming up on the screen shortly. We have 081-270-53687 and of course 09139976948. Call in and be a part of the conversation that we're holding on the Black Table tonight. Now, before we get into the main topic, we'll take a quick break. When we return, we dive straight into the first quick fire for the day. All right, welcome back. It's still the Black Table, and we're going to be diving straight into our first quick fire for tonight. And this has to do with someone who's very popular in and around the social circles and, of course, in the political circle. We're talking about former Minister Desiani, who, of course, has a big, case tied around her neck over embezzlement and many other things. Okay, tied all over our body.
He's there everywhere. He's there and back.
So what happened to her?
So her husband recently was in the news, and he was basically talking about her dropping his name.
Why?
Because he's a bit embarrassed about it. And at that point in time, I'm like, what happened to for better or for worse?
No, but I don't understand. He's embarrassed about it now.
Yeah, so let me just read the story. So stop ex-minister Desiani from using my name, estranged husband urges court, meaning that he's saying, you know what, you've been taking my name, you've done XYZ, now it's time for you to drop it so that you can be, what's the word to use now?
Just Desiani Allison.
Yeah, just Desiani Allison.
Well, how long have they been married?
Oh, they've been married for quite I think
1999. But I think the gist is, I'm just trying to be sure. I'm not sure, but I can be corrected. But I think the gist is they were at a point divorced. I think in 2021 in one court in Nasarawa. So maybe sometimes women like compound names.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's actually a thing. When people tell you, my name is, for example, now I may speak of the devil. He has a compound name, Olamide, Jean-Log, or Shofa, right? So that hyphenated name gives them this joie de vivre feeling, this beautiful feeling.
Is a big name in our own right.
Yeah, indeed. But so now the husband is saying, you know what? We are done. Why are you using my name?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because the husband
she's using Maduke.
Yeah, she's using Maduke, and I think the husband was a former governor during the. So the husband
former chief of naval staff.
Chief of naval staff. So the husband go well too. So he's saying, you know what? Stop using my name. But I think for a woman who's suffering from so much of
and all her kids are from the same guy.
You see that's
where you go. I don't know.
Because I really want to know. I want to know, like.
So how then will it affect the kids and then their name? What name do they bear and all? Well,
is it that like a second marriage or?
I think that should be, because 1999 from now, and Desiani is what now, knocking on 60. The husband is over 60. I think it should be the second marriage.
I know, but bro, just let it slide now. What's that about?
But for me, I really don't see a big deal about it, because I just feel.
And why are you coming out now? Why is it coming out now?
I think it's totally unnecessary, because if she's carried the name all this while, even while she was going through all the alleged
downside,
accusations and court cases and all of that, and she's maintained the name, it shouldn't be such a big deal.
I think for the man, it is a big deal, rich uncle. Let's look at it from this angle. We are divorced. We don't go. We are done and dusted. You don't be, right? From 2021. 2021 is roughly 3 years. If they born Peking then, Peking don't come with 3 or 4 years. So we are done. That means for better is no more, for worse no more. Yeah, it's now nipped in the bud. Whatever it is we have, maybe they even splitted, their estates or something, right? So why keep my name, especially now when you have, everybody looking for you. The international court is looking for you. Your own national court is looking for you. You are looking for asylum everywhere.
Something that guy could have done right at the beginning.
Exactly.
Why now? True. Like, it's been 3 years now. Like, it feels like
something more
trying to get back at house. Something like, bro, let it go. If you didn't say anything immediately, you guys were divorced. Why do you have a problem 3 years later?
But my worry is this. I think it's not just her. I think generally when women go through separation or divorce or whatever, they tend to keep the name of their,
if the guy is a strong guy, yes. If the guy is a correct guy. Let's be honest.
Yes.
It's because the guy itself now a big name, like heavyweight.
Yes.
If that guy was a nobody in societal terms,
The name drops.
The name drops instantly.
Fact.
Instantly. She would even be the one telling us that I'm no more.
Yes.
So obviously because she feels like, okay, this guy's name carries some weight. That's just the reality. Let's not lie to
Believe it or
ourselves.
not,
That's what it is.
Richard who just said, he just nailed it.
That's just what it is.
That's actually fact, because if the guy was a zero, was a nobody, and you know that sometimes there's some marriages that are like marriage of convenience, big name.
Yeah, true.
Right, power couples. Let's put at the top, right? We pull everybody together. Generational wealth comes through. But once the woman is super successful and maybe just edges just a little bit, and then maybe that the woman can't even drag the man up. Say, who are you?
Oh yeah, some boats-in-law.
Do you know where I picked you from? What have I done to you? Do you know what I've done for your life?
Definitely.
Right, so that name automatically drops. But I also think that there's so many stuff going on that we don't know.
Oh, definitely.
Right, because obviously, I mean, just like Richard said, it's been a while you guys were, be married and you guys had issues. So 2021, you guys divorced. And so stuff must have been going on. One way or another, you guys will have family retreats. All those rich people that go to country homes, go and chill with the family. And then the kids will come around. What's happening? Yeah, but I really feel for Desiani, not because of the money she stole, but the fact that this is another issue. So
you
know if
the
you
money
keep your
she
money.
stole.
Okay, the money she allegedly stole. Okay.
Until she's proven guilty in court.
The money she allegedly stole until she's proven guilty in court. But I also think this is just literally not a good time of the year for the woman.
No,
everything is just going wrong.
I think the past 8 years have not been good years for her. And if, in all honesty, if I'm the president of Nigeria, I'll let her back into Nigeria. Okay, madam, this is what they said is with you. Release this, take this, and live the rest of your life in peace. Because, truth be told, let's not lie to ourselves.
She's not going to come back, bro. She's never going to come back.
She wants to.
She's never going to.
No, but she wants to.
Yeah, but they are going to hound her.
No, but she'd rather be here than be in London. Because there's no wiggle room in London. Let's be honest.
Yes, fact.
Here they can still say, okay, Tiwa.
Yeah.
In London, they will match your eye. They will do it. So, in all honesty, and I think that she came out one time, she was saying she was fighting cancer and all. I'm like, you don't need all this. I don't even know how she got herself into this kind of position. Because the woman is paid.
That's what I want to say.
Yeah. She's paid.
I mean,
on a good day, this woman now.
Yes.
Is they all right?
Rich Uncle is actually pained. I don't know, maybe Rich Uncle knows Jesse from anywhere.
It's painful now.
But it is painful because when you throw it, Yoruba line, there's a saying that literally, that's a balance, right? It literally means that let us evaluate or reevaluate. Yeah. She's a big name.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
She's a chop bar, and big but unfortunately, I think sometimes, greed.
Yes.
Why?
Why?
I can't speak. I can't talk right now.
No, but you know what? So
I can't talk right now.
That's what I say about going into governance sometimes. Governance sometimes stains your white. Because you're okay on your own, in your own lane. Yeah. Do you understand? And then you now go into governance, and then almost everything you've done prior to that point seems like, is when you went that government that you now did this, this.
Off.
Because let's not lie to ourselves. That woman would still be living the life that she's living today, whether she was petroleum minister or not. Yeah. But all of a sudden now,
I mean, it's all crazy.
Crazy.
You know what? We'll take a quick break. When we return, the Black Table continues, and then we take our second and talk quick fires. All right, welcome back. It's still the Black Table, and finally we've had Miles join us over at the bar. Of course, we call him the eighth wonder of the world. Kiddie Vision 101.
No, but the world why you late though?
Like, a lot of things happen to me today.
We know, right? We obviously know.
But one of the few things that happened to me is the fact that I've been carless for the past 4 days.
Okay.
Because of the flood. Like, yes, my car is wrecked.
Okay.
Water in the engine, everything. So getting here was a hustle for me. I'm not used to the
street life.
Cab and the bus life.
I'm waiting for you to shoot yourself.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what happened to me. Because I left my house quite early.
Really?
Yes, I did.
But they called you like 5 or 10 minutes ago and you were indoors.
I was in a cab. Heading here.
Yeah, I've never seen someone so desperate to defend himself.
Because Olabide knows I'm not one to come here late.
You heard the phone call.
We heard the call.
But you heard the call.
You were in your room.
Get here late.
Bro, you were in your room. It's okay, but you were in your room. You are not drunk.
I hear the cow.
Any money we're not even saying that, okay, Sinu.
Are you even came with the evidence?
Exactly, the evidence there. You show. So
okay, guys, I am here.
Exactly. That's all that matters.
I'll bail you out.
Thank
we'll
you for
deal with
coming.
this matter later.
Yes,
because I
in-house.
said. I literally poured my drink all over myself because of him. So that's why we are going for him. Now.
Okay, we move.
All right, welcome back, and then we're going to be touching base on our second quickfire. This one has to do with famous Nigerian actor Ibrahim Chattah, who advises that men should engage in polygamy if they want to enjoy their old age, aka don't marry one wife. And we've talked about this a couple of times. We've talked about the fact that they say it's not an African thing. We talked about the fact that it's not even exactly in the Bible, so to say. But in bringing it up and talking about it, opens some cans of worms. Now, because Miles just joined us, I'm going to be tossing this straight at him.
Okay.
Miles, what's your thoughts on what Ibrahim
polygamy,
Chattah
right?
said? Yes.
Okay, so it's funny how my paternal grandfather had 4 wives. My maternal grandfather had, he had 3 wives, and they lived to their ripe ages. They never divorced, they never had issues, they had their children, they all lived in perfect harmony. Right? So in this generation of now, and you said something about it's not in the Bible. What makes you think the Holy Book, which is the Bible, the Holy Book that you might be into, is the only book that we should go by? That's what you said.
Do not shoot the messenger. I'm just a messenger here. Because I don't get
like there's the Bible, there's the Quran, we have atheists, we have Buddhists, we have all kind of religions and what people believe in, right? But coming back to our Africa, well, right, if it will make you happier. A lot of them lived longer. Now, the ones that do not shoot me, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's what I want to do with my life. Or that's what everybody should do with their lives. But the ones who have married one wife, and I found, oh my God, I'm going to wait. Where has that gotten a lot of them? Guess what? A lot of them are still chronic cheaters, adulterers, and the likes. So I'm saying, so whatever works for you, please go ahead and.
Okay, Rich Uncle is itching to say something.
No.
Rich Uncle has changed. He never used to talk like this.
We're going to put Mr. Guerrero on the spotlight.
I do think, by every stretch of the imagination, that the young man, 50-year-old man, is not young, but Chatta, Ibrahim Chattah, great thespian, great actor. But this one flew right over his head.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I think. And here's why. This is a man who is coming from the angle, say, he beats his wife. Yeah, there's a gist in there. So in a way, he's speaking from the many experience, a personal angle, just like the way Miles has done, which is fine, right? So his angle is buttressed by, I've had issues with XYZ. The man said, this guy used to beat me, I was pregnant, all of
exactly.
blah, blah, blah. But we're tossing this conversation, but before the cameras open to us.
Yeah.
And then he said that even Obìnrin kan, Oguni, which means that with just one woman, it's a lot of problem.
Yeah.
And there's a saying, I like the saying, the African saying that says, Orisha jem pemeji obìnrin o odenu, meaning the deity of having 2 women. Let's assume women are deities, they are ancestors, they are ancestral beings. When you have 2 of them in your house, the love cannot be even between the both of them.
It can't be evil.
Yeah, evil.
Because they even. Okay, equal.
Equal. Okay. Yeah, it can't be equal. It can't be even between the 2 of them. And that right there is recipe of danger.
Wow, recipe of danger.
I think it's the recipe for destruction. And here's why. At this modern age, I like the old African feeling. And our father had 5 wives, had 6, they were living fine. But the climate and the times have indeed changed.
Yeah.
Those are fathers that had 5 wives, had like 20-something, 30-something children.
Yeah, true.
Go born 20-something children now.
If you try them more. How?
The standard, the economics are different. First of all, let's correct that in the Bible.
Okay.
Most of the great men in the Bible had more than one woman.
Exactly.
Let's be clear about that.
Fact.
Number 1.
David.
And then number
Solomon.
2.
I think
Mouse's mentor, Solomon.
No, and then number 2, in my own opinion, polygamy in this era is a game that only rich people can afford to play.
Yeah.
If you don't have money, don't even go there.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I say
it's
rich,
a rich man's game.
A rich man's game.
Yeah.
Because it is a lot. It's a rich man's game. My uncle had maybe 5 or 6 wives, very rich guy. And I'm not going to lie, till this day, I don't think I've ever met any human being that is like that guy. His heart is...
Why do you say that?
He has the purest... I've never met any human being like that guy. So while I was growing up, I was always of the school of thought that you can't be this good and then you still marry all these women.
Yeah.
Just maybe they know something we don't know. Just maybe. And then their programming is different from our programming. Like, while they were growing up, polygamy was a norm.
Indeed.
In the world we live in now, monogamy is supposed to be the norm.
Exactly.
But I
but practically it's not.
Monogamy is supposed to be the norm. But from what we are seeing, people are monogamous at one time. So at every other time, seasonal monogamy. Like, so that's just what it is. And bro, that's the fact though. The word side chick, where did it come from?
I was going to buttress.
Don't worry, our next quick fire we'll delve in it, but let's hear what Babajide wants to say.
No, it's you are the one that even going to say something. when we opened this conversation, right, before you came in, Miles, before the camera opened, he said that, these days, I need you to complete it so that...
Okay, that is better for you to marry one wife.
See, whatever I want to say now,
okay,
I'm
camera, please focus.
And make sure I'm not in the Make sure I'm not gone to my head. Basically, I'm saying this under duress.
You don't need a wide shot for this. Please, hold on. You need a narrow
exactly.
shot.
So
a very tight one, so they know who to drag. So they know who to drag.
We know who.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So I said,
thank you.
That in today's
Producer,
world, that, see, you can't marry two wives. It's a problematic thing. However, you can marry one woman and have two side chicks.
So, so the Instagram people, where you're going at, you know who to go at, right?
Babajide, real quick, Babajide said something earlier. You said something earlier. You said having multiple wives, the love and the affection or whatever cannot be even or equal.
Yeah.
Let's break it down to our kids. Let's just say that.
How many do you have now?
I have one, right?
Have you found the rest?
One more might be on the way. It's fine. It's fine. A child is not.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Right. So having, I'm sure we all have. When I grew up, when I was growing up, I know my papa favorite. I know my mama favorite. Forget that thing. Forget that thing. I love them equally. No, you don't. There's always one like this is my special one.
Yeah.
But you claim.
Yeah.
That's it's not that they happen. No.
True.
There's always a favorite somewhere.
But the difference with the kids is that with the kids, you're not supposed to show. With the wife, you will show. And yes, why?
But you can't argue that.
So that means there's showing going on.
Yeah, but with the kids, you probably know. But with the wives, I mean, with the kids, you don't show. A very nice parent.
If you don't show,
it shows.
Oh no, but if you don't show, how does he know then?
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is that
I knew my parents' favorite.
Yeah, it was not you.
Did you know your parents' favorite?
Yes, I was.
Exactly.
No, but let's be honest.
Did you know your parents' favorite?
You know, this thing, this is one of those things that people don't like to talk about. People don't like to talk about it, but it's the reality.
It's the truth.
As a kid, you know who the every kid in the house.
We know.
And believe it or not, it goes on to affect the entire future demeanor of that
the chemistry and dynamics of that child.
And that's why some people will tell you that I am a daddy's girl.
Yeah.
I'm a mommy's boy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, because they know who to stick their neck with when the tidal waves goes up or down. You know? So yeah, it's natural. Well, I mean, I agree. It's okay.
We move.
Okay, but bottom line, marry two wives if it suits you.
If you have money.
Sorry, he said it's a money game.
It's a money game.
I'm very bad.
See, because of having all of this.
Have you been to the northern part of this country where some people do not have, they have wives,
wives,
and there's no money.
Yes.
Then you would have made and they have wives and children.
Yeah, true that. So this next quick fire is a very interesting one, and I'm hoping I could be educated.
Don't come near me.
No, I'm going to go to Mouse. Mouse will educate me on this one.
Why?
Yes, it has to be
because I feel that you've got infinite wisdom. Yeah, that's why we call you the eighth wonder of the world. All right, so it starts with a message. Someone asked this question. Wait, is there a difference between side babe, aka side chick, and hookup girl? Question mark. Now, it goes further, and I just want to read this so that you guys can humor me and tell me what you think. Is my wife supposed to be angry because I slept with a hookup girl? question mark, then goes further to say, I'm not dating now. Yahoo was pregnant and gave birth, and Konji was too much on me. Now she's making trouble out of nothing. She needs to understand that paying for sex is not cheating. Ooh, I'm faithful to her. I don't do side chick. This guy.
God.
Miles, can you please first help me define the difference between side chick and hookup gay?
How do you defend this guy?
Okay, that's
This guy's an embarrassment to men. But
Some people make it extra difficult to be defended.
How do you defend this guy now?
Bishop, wait, Jerry to this one. Why am I the one in this crossfire? Okay,
no,
cool.
help us.
But I will try.
So clearly the guy is sometimes monogamous, sometimes polygamous.
Yes.
What he's saying is that in my own understanding, my mouse is still going to help us define the difference. No, in my understanding, he's saying that when you pay for sex, it's not cheating. I think that's what I understand. But Mouse, please go ahead, tell us, educate us, teach us.
You just said it all.
Sensei.
You just said it all.
Sensei, Mouse, teach us.
Let's jump straight into that. Okay. Cheating. I'm not married, so let's get that straight first, right? I have a woman in my life. I have a girlfriend, right?
Oh.
So, God, shush.
We have a backup clapper behind the
What's
scene.
that, right? So, cheating on her.
The emphasis.
Like, oh, I find another girl, say, make we dey run things, and let's see how it goes. That is cheating. But me saying, you know what, I'm in the zone, I need to get all this yogurt out of the way.
What, man?
All this dairy, I need to get out of the way.
I'm freaking out with the yogurt right now, man.
Then, okay, you have it in your cup.
Yes. Thank you.
And I'm like, you know what? Have this, which I never do. I have never in my life paid for transactional sex, right? But if I do that, you know what? Sheshe kumalo. It's like hiring a plumber, a carpenter. It's something. Do your job, take your money,
and go.
Different from my friend is a handyman, can fix this thing. Like, guy, Olamide, you
So as
can
long
do.
as there's no
Calm down
emotional
first.
connection.
Olamide, let me do this now. You sabi do this thing, and you do it, and you go. But I now pay somebody to come and do it. It's different. Do you understand? So I paid you, do your job and go. And that doesn't mean I am cheating on my, which I will never do, man. But that doesn't mean I'm cheating on my woman. So I think they're two different things, but I think it's
You
still
really
a problem.
tried to.
I tried.
Yeah, you did okay.
I tried my
But
best.
you didn't explain.
I did it, but I
what the side
tried.
chick is hookup. Please let me ask Mr. Babajide.
Why?
You seem experienced.
Why?
You know.
Rich uncle wants to talk. Rich
No,
uncle
Rich
can say
uncle is
something.
They will drag the living life out of you guys. God!
I even have a lot to do. He has a lot of blue on. So.
Miles is
No, leave me. Talk your own. Leave Miles. Just talk your own. No. Leave Miles out of this. Just say you. Leave me.
So okay, we're waiting.
I know I'm already in
Difference
trouble,
between
so just say your
side
own.
chick and hookup gay.
I think they're the same. Hear me out.
Are we speaking from experience or is
No,
that
I'm not speaking from any experience.
No, I just want to. No, I'm not serious. Are you speaking from experience or is that a theory?
No,
is it a theory? It's just a theory.
It's not. Yes, it's a theory.
Okay.
And yes, why? So yeah, just like.
But
Miles
what
rightly
data is
said,
backing
leave
it up?
me out
This
of
is a good thing I'm saying.
Wait, no, hold on. Are you? Is this from? So okay, you said this is not from
This is
experience.
not experience.
Okay, so what data are you backing
This
this
is
up with?
theory.
From
the black
street
people.
knowledge.
For
Yes.
picking data.
Yes, from black
Data
people.
from
Okay, so are
the
we
black
talking about data that you extracted from friends and family
No.
or personal experience? He's okay. You're married. Oh, sorry, you're married.
Rich
in the UK.
So
Oh, I'm tired. No. Go on.
I do know for a fact that there's God, and
Okay.
you can't miss his
I'm
job.
going to enter this matter.
I'm not going to go to
Nobody
this.
did.
That's
Yeah, go ahead.
you never
Let's
talk
see.
about
Yes,
that.
what is the
You
difference
know, you don't say
between
anything.
a side chick and
Did you let me
hookup
talk?
gay?
I think they're the same.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, and yes, good. Because he said something about, I'm not mentioning your name. He said something about, a plumber being asked to come work and, run things and all. When the plumber leaves, you pay.
Yeah.
When the side chick says, you know what, hey, babe, I'm
for
fine. I just saw this dress and it's very nice. Would you help me get it? I think the only difference is the fact that with an hookup babe, it is, no disrespect, it's a public entity. It's a PLC.
When you go to Allen and tell a girl to come and fix your pipes in the house without getting paid for it,
Yeah, it's the same thing we are saying.
will you do that?
I don't know.
Why? You can't just
You
say
can
that.
call Olamide or Rich Uncle and say, oh, I know you have experience at this level. Please, can you help me come and fix the pipe?
I don't understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
But what I'm saying,
So you cannot mention me and pipe in the same
It
sentence.
doesn't make sense.
Please.
Exactly.
It doesn't work. Stop it.
But bottom line is,
Iron Man, Malinel.
I do think that the only difference is the frequency.
Okay.
Yeah, with the hookup girl,
Yeah.
it's a hookup
It's a
girl.
one-off.
It's a one-off.
It's a one-off. Yeah, then with the side chick, you are still paying. Yeah, so believe it or not, yeah, you go pay.
So side chick will be the girl that you constantly have something to do with.
Why are you
steady.
asking me? I don't
No, I'm just
understand.
asking.
No, you talk. He's asking his own question.
Let's just
Ask
analyze
him his
this.
own question. But you don't know that that's not actually the crux of this matter.
Can I say something?
Might as go.
It's side chick might be that woman who actually gives you comfort too. Forget all this. She's a bad girl. Wait,
but it's been put
a
against
side chick
hookup
might not
now.
even be the woman who is asking or demanding anything from you.
Yes.
She might actually be the one who's bringing the connect,
Facts.
bringing the finances, bringing the
Facts.
money into your pockets.
A lot of times.
You know what?
but
You know what?
exactly,
I
so
think-
now
I
you are
think-
now being-
Babajide,
I'm just saying,
No,
yeah.
I feel there's a difference between a side chick.
How do you know this?
How do I know it? Me too. I
I just want to know.
I put data.
Me, I don't pull any data.
I didn't put data.
No, go ahead. Tell us. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
There's a
Before
difference
it's
because when you have a side chick, basically it's a
I
relationship.
was speaking from experience.
I'm speaking from having your friends
joke, don't
like
joke.
yourself.
Don't point to me.
I'm
Don't
speaking
point
from
to
friends
me.
like yourself.
Don't point to me.
Okay, so you're talking about you're
Because when you
speaking
say
from
side
data
chick-
gathered from your friends,
From
right?
my friends,
You have a
yes.
very good circle of
I
friends.
have a, like,
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
go ahead.
Cheers to the friends.
Go ahead.
Cheers to our friends.
Yes.
And basically, when you talk about side chick, this is someone who is invested in this person for relationship.
But you people are just defining this thing with it's like when we're doing
Let me land.
It's like when we're doing WAEC and they'll say 1A, 1A1, 1A22,
Okay.
1A3. That's what people are saying.
So you're saying a side chick. You're saying a side chick and a
This
and a
question,
girl at the same-
in this question,
Yep.
the guy is saying we are as asking side chick versus hookup. In the context of the matter is what we should be talking about.
Okay,
guys.
so in the content of that, what do you think here?
Yeah, but that's what he's saying. In the context of the matter, they're the same. In the context of this matter, because now he's saying that, in go punch another woman when in Bama, when in
So
Why-
basically,
why
so
pregnant?
basically what you're saying is in
context,
this context they
they're
are
the same. Yes,
So that means there are other contexts where they are not the same.
that's what he's saying. That's why it's A1, A2. Exactly.
Wait.
Avoid this Whatever y'all do, you see that man in blue. Avoid them. They're careful.
It's
That
this
man
man,
really-
this one here, because I'm wearing blue too. You need to
That's
specify.
not. You just that
Okay,
that's blue.
this
and
man
blue
wearing
as
blue,
blue as
not
blue.
me. Not me.
The one in the blue cap.
The person they should avoid, Miles, is this man. He's just there doing like this.
No.
He's just passing.
Because
Just playing
no,
chess.
because it's the black table, we
Yes.
need clarity.
Yes.
A lot of things that
Remember,
he did is that
unapologetic, you say the
let's
truth.
be honest.
Nothing
So
but
I
the
mean,
truth.
and there's nothing wrong with talking about your past experiences. It's the past.
It's the past.
It's
It's
the
So,
past.
Rich Uncle, for some reason, you haven't even touched this.
So I don't know how to defend this guy.
No defend
No,
anybody.
but we are not even enter the matter. He's asking, right? That
Yeah. What's the
issue?
difference
Yeah.
between a side chick and a hookup girl?
No, I think the guy's matter is that was he wrong?
Was he wrong to
sleep with
sleep
another person?
with- yeah.
So that right there was the matter.
So if we're going to
That's why we can't
if
define
no,
it.
but if we're going to be logical, though, if he's not getting sex at home, and if we are going to be logical, the wife cannot give him at that point in time. And we all know that on this same table, we've said that a man is to 20 times in a month.
Exactly. He has to meet the
So
quota.
this boy is lacking. In fact, he's only the quota.
He's a victim.
He's only the quota.
He's a victim.
So
Trying to meet up with the
in
quota.
this case, we can look the other way because it's not everybody
Rich
that can
Uncle,
hold body.
when
No,
my
but
baby mama was at 6-7 months, we see the now.
no,
What
wait,
are you
wait,
saying
wait.
now?
Wait, based on this guy's description of
no, but
his
let's
situation.
let's be realistic. Let's look at this guy's situation. So, how many men can go 3 months without having sex? Not a lot. Let's be honest. Not a lot.
Can you? Which one can you?
I can't even go 1 month without having sex. I know they lie.
Number one.
I don't know how people always. No, me. See, I've said it before. And I'll say it
Wait.
again.
His wife is out of the country. So
It
how does
cannot
he
be
cope?
me. It can never.
How does he cope?
I can
We
never.
need to ask him.
I don't know how people do it. How?
Mr. Baba Blue Jide. Wagwan. Mr. Baba Blue.
You know what?
Wagwan.
We need to redirect the question to you. How do you do it?
I'm not answering anything. On the black table,
And you know the funny
on the blue table,
No,
on the red room.
No, but you know the funny
I'm
thing.
not answering anything.
So it's a very simple question. If you can't answer it, that means there's more.
I don't care
On
what
that
you
day,
think.
there's more on that
Rich
day.
uncle, this
Because
question is
it's,
yours.
okay, I just take my mind off it. It's
Yes,
very
can
simple.
you please go ahead?
I cannot
so
go-
let's put it this way.
I cannot go on boss.
Okay, Mamu, you got
No, but
Lock
seriously,
one.
I don't know how people do. I don't know how people do that. I've not had sex for 6 months. I'm like, why? Is it not working?
So what happens when people say they're celibate and all those things? You don't believe in it?
So I look at them. I'm like, why are you lying? Like, why are you lying? So the problem with sex is you don't pop it. Once you pop it,
You can't put it back.
So I don't.
It's like open the bottle of champagne.
That's a man that has
Experience.
an immense wealth of experience.
Experience.
Did you hear the word?
Oh my
Once you pop it.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n yìí láti kékeré
No,
mo
but
ti-
I honestly don't. I cannot understand for the life of me how people say things like, "Oh, I've been celibate for 1 year." I'm like, is it that there's no girl available, or the thing is not working for 1 year? Because how? Don't you wake
Or you
up?
are going through a medical
Medical
procedure
procedure.
that might not allow you
We'll
to.
still go back to this, but let's quickly talk about the Lagos floods.
Yeah, that's a
we
main
need to
topic,
talk
yeah.
about it because there's a lot of comments on social media that we'll also take based on the other things we talked about. But let's start with how bad the floods are currently. You can see Miles is suffering
I am.
the
What happened to your car?
repercussions of
Like
the
I
floods.
I was submerged in. It was crazy, and it's an SUV.
Did you not see the flood?
I know what.
Did you not see it? You drove into
I
it.
didn't know it was going to be that
That
bad.
bad. Oh, okay.
Okay,
And it
just
was in here, and the
just
whole
rain.
engine is. But now I'm looking for 1.2 million naira to buy engine.
Yes.
joking?
Yes, that's
Yeah, yeah.
the kind of car I drive.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking for 1.2 million to buy because they've tried everything. They've done everything.
That's water entered everywhere.
Yeah.
Because I had to leave the car there and go.
Where?
I had work now.
Where?
It was somewhere on the island.
You left the car there.
I had to. Oh, I had something I had to go and work.
How did
I
you
should
not
not
get
wait.
to work? How did you get to that work?
Let me push it.
How did you get to that work?
I left the thing, closed the door, locked it, and just walked out of the water first and found my way to work.
Jesus.
I came back the next day.
It's traumatizing,
Not that day.
actually.
I came back the next day to get the vehicle, and
And-
it was towed from
and
the
let's just-
island back to the mainland.
Yeah,
because I live
that's
in the
like,
mainland.
that's like, how much
And
you
they've
pay?
tried to
That's
do
like 70K.
No.
The towing.
52 or 53.
Yeah, thereabout.
And they've tried everything, done everything. The engine is messed up.
Yeah, about my engine, man.
And they've told me.
It's sad.
I
My engine, man. My
don't have that kind of money right now. So
Are
I'm
you
carless.
sure? Are you sure that after the black table, you not got an old pole somewhere?
Well, that is a BDM show there. So
Yeah, I think it's
if there's anywhere I can hold a pole,
Yes, let him know.
let me know. I will hold a pole and get back on the road. Hold a pole and get back on the road. What?
Rhymer. By the way, this guy is one of the best rappers I know.
Yeah.
He did spit bars.
Yes, I do.
He just came to him.
God
now.
bless
you.
him.
You know
I
he
tried.
spits bars.
So yeah, let's talk about it because there's been a lot of fingers being pointed. And Mal, sorry about that experience that you had to go through.
Will you contribute anything from me?
No, we'll talk after the show. We'll talk after the show.
See,
We
camera.
talked about Banjini Guerrero.
Why me? Mouse.
Why
But
always
please, let's
me,
really
Balut?
talk about it. Let's
Touché.
talk about it. Like these floods,
Yeah.
they're strong, they're heavy. It's affected everyone.
Okay.
But it's not new to us. It's not something that is just coming out from, the blue.
The blue, yeah.
It's something that's been happening consistently in Lagos. And, like I said, there are lots of people point fingers. Is it the government? Is it the people? Is it just natural? Where and how do we start, dealing with this?
Okay, so first of all, we need to correct a notion and maybe educate the people. When people say, oh, this mainland island dichotomies and difference, a flood it doesn't select where.
Exactly.
Just first of all, if you go collect from flood, you collect.
Straight up.
If you like, let your house be on the mountain hill that cannot be hidden. You will collect
Which
from
is where
flood.
the nature and natural experience comes from.
So you will collect. So let's just put it there. I do think for a fact that when I saw the topic, I was like, okay, we always say, oh, private-public participation, right? PPP or PSP. This is it. Everyone has to be blamed for this, right? There's nowhere in the world where you can stop flood.
None.
You can't stop flood.
None.
It's not traffic. That traffic
None.
light can say amber. What you can't stop flood. So all those the government is not proactive. No. It's absolutely bull. Nobody can stop flood. You cannot. Let me look in my camera. You put it as you cannot stop flood. Good, right? Because if you can stop flood, Wilma and Katrina will not kill, and then tsunami and all of them, right? What you can do, however, is to mitigate, make it easier,
minimize it,
so that when it comes
the effect,
the effect doesn't hit us too much. And the government have done, pretty okay in that drainage thing. They can do more. But how about the people? My mom is Ghanaian. I'm Ghanaian Nigerian. When we got back to Lagos, we lived in Oshodi, right? When Oshodi was Oshodi, rich uncle. I mean, not this Oshodi, Fashola Oshodi that everywhere is looking so good, everybody and Sanwo-Olu now competing everything.
Oshodi.
When Oshodi was, when Bomboy was a kingpin,
Oh.
and Nayam
That's
was
Marwa
there.
Oshodi.
Exactly, Oshodi.
Okay,
Yes,
Marwa
that's
Oshodi.
Marwa Oshodi.
Yes.
Bomboy, the kingpin, Nayam, everybody was holding their own in Oshodi. Jalisco, we would wake up in the morning and you'd be like, actually, and
they put in
all the streets in it. Meaning, as somebody going to the seas and looting the seas of the dirt and debris
and
putting it on the road.
Yeah.
The nature of an average Nigerian towards the environment is sickening.
It's sad.
I agree.
It is sickening. See, it goes from the minute of things, from the pure water sachet, to people picking construction workers, waiting for the dead of the night, because they don't want to engage up. They just guide it inside gutter. You watching, you have to be blamed. Everybody. So nobody say, I watched one video of one guy who wanted to be governor. I can't remember his name.
Just
I think
ignore the person.
I know you remember his name,
but
I know you don't want to mention his
Because you might.
Oh, Lord.
I think so.
He went there.
Right. My point is,
You shouldn't have.
the dude says, oh, look at what so he went to a place, a section in
And
Lagos,
talked
talked about that section. Now, meanwhile, that section is, the government didn't put the debris in the section you showed, right? People did that. So it's high time we all, as persons in Lagos, in Nigeria, I mean, well, it's not just Lagos. I'm speaking too much. I'm just. It's in Niger. It's in Niger State. It's in Anambra.
Everywhere.
Delta. It has taken 10 out of the 21 local governments in Niger. It is.
Serious?
Then they play with them. If Paso and K1
That's
play.
taking a local government.
Yes, like 10 out of 21 of the local governments there. So people there are some cases of death. So it's a serious thing. But again, it's not a government thing. It's a people thing.
Rich uncle, let's hear your thoughts
I
on
think
that.
for me, like he echoed all of my thoughts. First off, I don't understand why we always in this part of the world, and I think it's lack of education, because I believe people are not properly educated. We always just point fingers. You would think that Nigerians are saints that are ruled by demons, which is not the case. It's not the case. So first of all, and I also remember sometime this week, I saw a tweet on socials, one house that was sealed where even in the flood, these guys were emptying their refuse.
God Almighty.
As in and like he rightfully said, flood is not anything that anybody can. Dubai was flooded.
Yeah.
Dubai was flooded. America gets flooded from time to time. All those flood damaged cars, where do you think they come from?
Exactly.
America, everywhere gets flooded. Like
Water will be in the car.
It's a global thing. The only thing you can do is, okay, how do we manage this?
Yes, exactly.
And the only way we can manage this is if the government does its part and the people also do their parts. And people say things like, oh, no, but we've had this thing for so long and then the government is not doing this. I'm like, you people, and I also think that one of the problems we have in Nigeria is that Nigerians think that Nigeria is rich. And somebody needs to correct that fallacy. We are not rich. I was reading a report last week, and when I read it, I was like, this is sad. It was a budget report. It was about, I think Nigeria's budget this year is about 34, 38 billion dollars. I can't remember exactly how much.
Okay.
We're 200 million people. Let's say 38 billion. Our entire budget, road, education, food, everything, $38 billion. New York, that small island, has less than 20 million people. Their budget is like 220-something billion.
Yeah.
Yet, when we want to compare, that's where we compare ourselves. I wish.
We don't even compare ourselves with New York. With New York, we compare ourselves with the USC.
Yeah, how does that work?
How does it work? I'm like, can we be realistic? If you want to compare apples, compare them to apples, not oranges. Like, let's keep. And then it's so funny how people do things and just on the other way. seeing somebody drop dead on the road is a norm in Nigeria. It's a norm.
Like there's no big
There's no
to
big
it.
deal.
Yeah.
But guess what? If you take that human being and you put them anywhere in New York, London, they won't do that.
They won't.
So why do you do it at home? Why is it so okay to eat gala and just drop it on the road? Those are the things that will block the drainage.
So because we are fast, I mean, we've got little or no time left. I'm just going to quickly take some of the feedback we have on social media, and then we'll have Miles take just a tip.
You can go. You can
No,
take
I'm not
everything.
taking just people.
You can take the tip.
You
want to go on it?
You
want to go? You don't want to do the tip.
You should say the tip, right?
He
Yeah,
wants
going
on
on
it.
Pull out. Going on it.
So wait, so me, I don't go talk this flood matter.
Go on.
yeah.
True. But I think that you open floor now.
Quick
Yeah,
one.
sorry.
10 years ago, let's talk for Lagos. 10 years ago, was this where we were, flood-wise? Now, we had the whole, island has a little bit somewhere here. Mainland was safe.
Yeah.
8 years ago, 4 years ago, and now. And you think it's all about,
we're on the
and
same
recently, it's been the government doing this infrastructure, that infrastructure. Something is wrong with all the BS they are doing, okay? Forget all this, we don't drop a sausage, okay? There's something wrong with what they are doing. The recent stuff they've done all over Lagos is affecting Lagos badly. It has never been this bad.
No, but nature too has never been this bad. That's
but
what
you
you
need
guys.
to consider
That's
that
what you
there's
guys
a
miss.
climate change going on.
Nature has never been this bad.
So just the tip, bro.
All right, so let me start with Shego. Shego says, I honestly can understand where the husband is coming from. She did not only take his son name, she took his own name. If you Google his name, his picture doesn't even pop up. It's his estranged wife picture. You see, that's talking about Desiani, listen, Madoke. Then the next tweet I have here says, Ashefumi, says, Olamide, I'm here again, no. Guerrero looking so blue-eyed, blew me away. You see, as I said, if he's available, Abba, tell them, are you available?
Are you available?
Please, can you just continue?
No.
You have to continue.
No, he's answered.
He's
He's
not
answered.
available.
No.
Davido's song
Bro,
has
that's a
answered
simple
that.
yes or no question.
I don't want to answer yes or no, rich uncle.
Okay, we'll answer for you. He's not available. At Amina says,
why?
He's not
He's here.
Atamina says,
Atamina
I will not allow you to be.
Ibrahim Nashewu. That's all his daughter's husbands will marry. Okay. His daughter's husbands will marry wives on them. Maybe then he will see reason in his old age. I like him, but this talk no gel. They're talking about Ibrahim from earlier. Then Elena says, all you men with double standards. Number 2, second wife, but several side chicks. I can't eat yam for the rest of my life nonsense.
Bam.
Yeah. Then Adaya says, Baba paid for sex. Olodo, Oni, Dokudu.
Adonai,
God will judge him. Just to judge him. Your wife was pregnant, just pushed a whole human out of her. In fact, God will judge all of you in the studio.
Why?
Then at Shefumi says, what did rich uncle say, Babajide? Okay, what did rich uncle say? Babajide is married, question mark. Abi, what did I hear? Question mark again.
Just say yes or no.
It's a yes or no question at this point.
Please finish this thing. I am not going to read. See,
okay.
That day I made my debut on this show. I still have PTSD.
So why are you saying it?
In my head.
No, but let me just get this straight. You are telling us right now.
Let us finish.
You are telling us right
Rich
now
uncle,
that
this
you
one is
cannot
for
tell us
you.
if you are married or not.
This last one is for you.
Let's have it.
Ajoke says, so rich uncle, when your wife was pregnant, you were paying for sex, Abi?
No, I don't know.
Push him.
I don't know how people pay for sex. Number one, I don't understand it.
Motto, no, sex.
But this actually
payment.
This
money.
This is me being realistic. Like, so
Facts.
I believe that.
Yeah.
Shawarma money is payment.
It's not a safety job.
So that you
It's
can
not
look at it. You can look at it that way. But to actually now have sex with the woman, then when you are done, you now say for services rendered.
Yeah.
But hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, are you coming around? You know, take transfer money. You pay that,
bro.
You paid in advance.
It's not the
You
same.
give
Guys,
people
you know
money,
what?
even people that are not.
You know
Upfront payment.
This show has to continue after we go off camera because as it is now, it's already 12 o'clock.
Chai.
Mouse, I'm really sorry about your car again. We'll do a GoFundMe. Get you back on the road.
I will really appreciate.
Yes, the other alternative.
I will appreciate.
The other alternative is a poll.
You can-
It's a Friday
you
night.
can- and you raise
I will
money.
do that one, but
No problem. You can never be. So there will be
All right,
no
all right. It's been such an amazing time having you guys in the studios and talking about all of this. It's time to go. It's been a beautiful Friday edition of the Black Table. We'll be back same time
Yes, sir.
next week Friday. Do have a wonderful and fantastic weekend.